Hey, this is Paul Fetters. Thank you for joining me on this video. I'm from Balanced Habits, and I want to show you how you can better serve your members, increase revenues, and make an impact on your community in a powerful way, right? Who doesn't want to do that? So this video is for you if you're a fitness business owner or general manager, if you're looking to add nutrition as a service to your other core services, you believe in helping your customers achieve all of their health and fitness goals, right? You want to be the 100% solution to your customers. If you're looking for a nutrition coaching solution to serve clients that your whole team can easily implement and, more importantly, get behind, right? We have Brady here. We helped her with our Kickstart, which is a lead magnet program to help her grow her clientele within the first couple of years of opening. That was exciting. If you want to increase revenue and profits for the business to support your company and your team, we have a partner in Washington who has earned over $112,000 in the 11 months since coming on board with Balanced Habits and created new positions for their staff to thrive. If you're looking to better serve your community in a more powerful way that's not dependent on product sales, then Balanced Habits is for you. We got Jonathan generated an extra $70,000 of non-revenue dues within the first year. So one of the things I want to offer you from the very beginning, and we'll be talking about this as we go along, is a free discovery call where we can go over the revenue potential for your facility specifically. This is a very valuable tool so we can just really look at your clientele, your space, your modality, just your business, so we can give you a good idea of what's possible as a new profit center with nutrition. So who do we serve? Boutique studios, personal training studios, right? Yoga studios, spin, Pilates, all the typical boutique studios. Health and fitness clubs, right? And whether it's 5,000 square feet or 105,000 square feet, we work really well with them to add a nutrition department within those facilities. Multi-location or franchise. We have a great way to be able to multiply a nutrition department across all the different facilities that you may have in a very systematic way. So if you've had previous solutions you've tried that your staff haven't bought into or have been overly reliant on products that no one believes in, that's a problem. We understand that. And unfortunately, a lot of times you have a supplement company that develops a nutrition program just to sell supplements. That isn't really serving your customers in a lot of cases. If you've been frustrated with an outsourced solution that hasn't aligned with your philosophy and your values, or you're unsure how to help the people around you that are still struggling to lose weight and need more support. I know it's such a hassle, right, trying to figure this out, and that you don't really believe that this initiative can deliver a big return. So it hasn't really been a priority to this point. But what we do know is that in our industry, probably 8 out of 10 people now come to us with a weight loss goal. So it's time to turn this into a priority. And I understand you haven't had a lot of options in the past. Well, this is a great option, and I love being able to present this to you. So who we are and why you should listen to us, right? So I'm going to give you a synopsis for 35 years in the industry in about 5 minutes, right? So let's go back to 1983, where I was training out of Gold's Gym in Venice. I started my bodybuilding career up to that point. I started training people back in those days, even before it was called personal training, which was exciting. And because of my competitive career, and I was known for the conditioning that I could arrive at a contest in, how lean I could get back in the early 80s, a lot of coaches and a lot of judges had not seen that kind of leanness before on stage. So I would literally have the judges come to me backstage and want to see me in person because they haven't seen anybody get that lean. Well, with my background in nutrition, that's one of the things I knew how to do. So that kind of spread over the gym. And what happened is then I had other bodybuilders, professional and amateur, both coming up to me and say, hey, can you help me get in that kind of condition for my contest? So we did that successfully. And then eventually I had professional athletes that I worked with on performance nutrition. And then actually Paramount Studios hired me to work with a lot of their movie stars to help them get ready for or get in condition for a certain look in a movie that they happen to be in. So that was fun. So I was definitely the go-to guy for nutrition at Gold's Gym back in those days. And then I was lucky enough in 1986 to meet my future wife, Carolyn. She was going to UCLA, and it turns out she was training people on the side. Actually, she was training a lot of the Hollywood people that I had known and managers and agents. And so we decided to start working together, and she was taking what I was doing in nutrition and was developing into more of a deliverable product, if you will. Well, in 1989, Carolyn and I married, and by 1993, we already had 3 children, so it was time to maybe move down to Orange County, where Carolyn grew up, and develop a life down there. So what I did is I drove back and forth from Orange County, which is about 35 miles south of Los Angeles. I drove up every day to train my clients at Gold's, came home and was developing a clientele in Orange County so I could eventually just transfer all my business down to Orange County, which I successfully did. So by 1996, that marked the year of our 4th child and final child. And I gave Carolyn a chance to kind of get back in the gym and start working on systemizing the nutrition programs. In 1997, I competed in the Masters Bodybuilding Championships, National Bodybuilding Championships, and won that at 40 years old. That was exciting. I'm dating myself, 1970, 40 years old. You can do the math. In 1998, by then, I had transferred all my business down to Orange County. And we decided to open up our first location. And where did we do that? We did it in the garage. Keep it close to home. We got 4 little kids. And we developed semi-private training within that small space, and it worked just brilliantly. And so by 2001, we realized that we really had something here. So it was time to move it into a brick and mortar location. And we were very excited about that. We tripled our size. Within 5 years, we added a second location because we realized that what we have here with our combination of nutrition and personal training was something we could duplicate and put it anywhere, and it would be successful. So we did that. 2007, now I'm 50. I decided to go back and compete in the National Bodybuilding Championships again successfully. And then in 2008, our clients in our facilities came to us and just said, hey, can you just tell us what to eat and when to eat it? Just make it as simple as possible. We love that you want to educate us, but just tell me what to do. And so, you know what? We decided to do that. So Carolyn, at that point, developed the scalable product that we now call the Kickstart. And we did that very successfully, and the customers loved it. We gave them all the tools to be successful. We gave them menus, recipes, grocery lists, and it became a great community event within our own facilities, and just organically grew every time we offered it. Got to a point where we would have 150 people sign up to do the 28-day Kickstart every time we ran it 3 times a year. It was amazing and exciting and a great way to grow our business. So in 2013, we realized, we really have something here. So Carolyn was working specifically on the nutrition and decided to start a separate company called Balanced Habits. Unfortunately, that was the same year that she lost 2 out of her 3 siblings due to obesity-related causes. You can imagine how shocking that was. And it just furthered or intensified Carolyn's mission, which is how to empower people to live a higher quality of life. That's always been our goal. So, in 2016, we opened up a 3rd location. And by this time, having run the Kickstart for 8 years, we generated over $1 million in just the entry fees by the revenue from that Kickstart. So that's not even counting the other services we sold, the upselling into our personal training and some of our other services. So that was very exciting. 2017 to the present, last year I competed in the national championships again at 60, which was officially my 44th bodybuilding contest of getting down to at least 2% body fat. So that was quite an achievement, and I was super pleased on my conditioning and really what I was able to present even at 60 years old from a lifelong career in bodybuilding. We sold all 3 gyms, so I officially retired in 2017. We sold them for 7 figures, which was exciting considering we started in our garage. All right. I think Carolyn let me retire for about a weekend. And then she brought me on board to Balance Habits. And she's like, it's time for you to help me here because we're growing like crazy. This is a great product. It's still in your industry, something you can really get behind, of course. And so at this point, we've certified over 300 food coaches around the country, including Canada. And we've helped nearly 150 authorized Balance Habits partners successfully sell Life and Kickstart programs within their facility. So that's been very exciting. So our mission has always been to empower people to live a higher quality of life. We want to show them what's possible of to expand on the quality of their life by understanding nutrition and how it plays a role in our health. And how do we do that? By our customer coaching programs. You see, we teach you and your staff how to coach people to eat real food in a very systematic and simple way for your business, your customers, and everyone to benefit from. And how do we do that? By having our food coach certification. So what we do is we take your designated staff member and we certify them so that they can run and deliver, support the Balance Habits programs. And then we support them all year long. And then how do we do that? So we have a partner licensing program and training. So we have a support system for the food coaches to help them with their customers and execute the program properly within your facility. We have a support group for the business owners to help them with hiring and staffing and pricing and anything else that comes up, marketing with the business. So we're very proud about that aspect of the support system. So why should any of this matter to you? So if you're committed to helping others achieve their goals, living a happier and healthier life, then this is for you. And if you're serious about growing your business and offering the complete solution to your customers, which I know you are, and I know you've seen the writing on the wall, right? How many people are coming in and they're looking for that nutrition solution? The last thing you want is for them to go somewhere else and pay for that service when you can bring that in-house and offer up that service in a very positive environment, right? Just to reiterate some of the success stories we've had. So I talked about Brady, how she was able to grow her clientele from the lead gen and lead magnet aspects of the Kickstart. And then you've got Jonathan, who generated $60,000 of non-dues revenue within the first year, which is very exciting. Evans, of being able to train his staff so that he no longer has to be the face of that. He can run his company and we can train his staff so that they can run the Balance Habits nutrition department. Ryan, who's a GM, to be able to tell your management that you've earned an extra $65,000 to the business within the first 6 months through nutrition, that's pretty exciting. Evie, who's a GM in another club, didn't even realize that she had that many customers that were interested in nutrition until they had a program that they could actually offer. And within the first month, they've got 40 new nutrition clients. That's exciting. And then last but not least, we have Joe, who earned $13,000 with the Balance Habits Kickstart program the first time he ran it. And he loves the community aspect of it, and he loves the fact that he knows that every time he runs that, it will grow organically. So we have 3 different profit centers for you to add. The profit center number 1 is the group challenges, which is the Kickstart, the 28-day program. Profit center number 2 is the one-on-one coaching that we call our Life program. This is a program that can help anybody achieve any of their nutrition goals, whether it's weight gain, weight loss, performance nutrition, whatever it happens to be. The profit center number 3 is the off-site challenges, the wellness part of the nutrition, and I'll get into that shortly. But first I want to talk about the group challenges. Our short-term program, which is the 28-day Kickstart, it's a 28-day Kickstart to a healthy lifestyle within a challenge format, right? It promotes balanced meals and portion control of all the typical foods that the majority of the population enjoys, with endless possibilities for long-term success. So the person that would do this program is someone that wants to lose those last 5 or 10 pounds, or someone that wants to start a weight loss journey. Maybe they have 80, 100 pounds to lose. Everyone can help. We can help on this program. And it's with everyday foods, everyday shopping. We're just giving them all the tools to be successful. This is our program where our client says, can you just tell me what to eat and when to eat it? Make it super simple. We call it our Read It and Eat It program. And it's a community aspect approach to a shared goal. Builds tremendous camaraderie by being able to scale this one program to the masses. So imagine you have all these like-minded individuals coming together, supporting each other while you're supporting them through this 28-day program. At the end of it, it ends up being a love fest. They all get together, they're sharing their stories of how much better they feel, how much better they're sleeping, so on and so forth. So it's been a really exciting program. So a little bit more about it. So it is considered a short term, right? It's a low barrier price point where you can bring people in to try out your facility for the next 28 days and have success that they've never realized anywhere else before in the first 28 days. So when you have that, they're not going anywhere. It's a very scalable product. It's considered to be a group format. That's how you want to sell it. It is a fat loss program that can be scaled to any number of people, as I mentioned. We're giving them all the tools, resources, and know-how they need to be successful in those 28 days. I talked about the low barrier price point, just great as a lead magnet. The community event brings your members together with similar goals. And I know that that's something that we're all trying to do all the time. How can we keep enrolling our people to keep showing up and be part of something bigger than them, right? And the nice thing about this is that most challenges, what I've seen over the years, it's very easy to add a fitness component to it, but difficult to add that nutrition component, especially if you've got a lot of people doing it at one time. So we've cracked that code, and we want to show you how to do that. And it's a great opportunity to upsell your other services to the incoming participants, right? You can imagine if they're coming in to do this nutrition program, they also want to experience whatever modality you have, whatever other services you may have. So it's a great way to introduce your other services. And then by the end of the 28 days, like I said, they've come to know, like, and trust you. It's a very easy sale to keep them. A little bit about how it works. So in a nutshell, the customers sign up in advance. They pay and get weighed and measured. Everyone starts on the same day. There's an orientation meeting. So if you can imagine 30, 40, 50 people sitting in front of you, you have their rapt attention. You're introducing this program. You're letting them know what the expectations are and how to begin. When they leave that meeting, they know exactly how to begin. They come in once a week for a weigh-in, a quick journal check. They receive their weekly material. So each week they're getting recipes, grocery lists, and menus to choose from. Then there's a final weigh-in and measurement where you're creating a final report. That way you can show weight loss, inches lost, pounds lost, lean muscle gain, and really give them their next step on what to do next. The customers all finish on the same day. They start on the same day, they finish on the same day. And ideally, you should offer a next step nutrition seminar where you can hand out those final reports. And that's what I talk about. That ends up being the love fest, right? That's where everybody's standing around, sharing success stories, sharing their pounds lost, how much better they're feeling. And it's just fun to sit back and just watch. And certainly, it's a great opportunity for testimonials, whether they be video testimonials or what have you. How often do they run? So the Kickstart is run 3 times a year. And we've tested this over the years and found out this is the best time of year to run these. This is when people are looking, like I said, to start a weight loss journey or lose those last 5, 10 pounds, whatever it happens to be. So January, you've got the New Year's resolutions. May is the bathing suit season, right? Summer's coming. Everybody wants to get in shape for that. September, summer's over. Kids are finally back in school. Now parents can, fall back into that fall routine, And each Kickstart that they receive new menus, new grocery lists, and recipes to reflect the seasonal products, which is nice. So every time, because what will happen is, as I said here, you have people that will want to participate in multiple Kickstarts because they love the benefit of the accountability, the community aspect of it, the fact that it's a short-term commitment that anybody can do, right? And you'd be surprised on how many of them like to do it just so they can get more of those recipes. So a little bit just overview. So we certify your staff and designated food coach, right? To have them run this program within your facility. We support them to introduce it, to launch it, to execute it during the 28 days, and then manage it as it grows. We offer assistance in marketing, pricing, staffing, coaching to the business owner, or if it happens to be the food coach is the same person, certainly we're going to help them. What are the best practices on marketing and pricing and staffing and coaching, obviously. Let's talk about the potential return on investment. So the reason I picked these numbers of participants in the first level here is because it's very usual to have 30 to 50 people the first time you run this. So if you run it 3 times a year, you're going to have 150 people by the end of the year. There's the gross revenue, then you want to look at the net profit, and then the ROI percentage. So when I have 450 at the bottom there, that's possible because in our own facilities, we had 150 people would do it every time we ran this. Matter of fact, at one point we got to 175 and decided that 150 was kind of that magic number between our staff on how many people we could handle successfully and have them take through this program and have it just be a great experience. So you can look at some of the revenue potential for that, and certainly the ROI is off the charts. So just a great product. And if you see in the beginning here, what I'm doing this on an average of $229 3 times a year, and then there's even a staff on what it takes to be able to deliver this program. Partner success. So Charlene earned over $100,000 additional revenue from the Kickstart in just over 2 years, serving nearly 400 customers. Average muscle gain in those 28 days, 4 to 10 pounds. Average fat loss, anywhere from 12 to 25 pounds. It's amazing what your body can do if you give it the right recipe for success, right? I mean, we'd have people all the time, we would show them these numbers that this is what they can expect, and they're like, hard to believe, but I'm going to do it anyway because I trust you. And then at the end of it, they're like, oh my gosh, we had people lose amazing amount of weight. And by eating food, by not taking food away from them, by teaching them what they need so that they can be successful and feel better by the end of it. So it's fun to turn people onto that product. The Profit Summit number 2, which is our one-on-one coaching. So this is our life program. Teaches the client everything they'll ever need to know about nutrition and how it applies to them as an individual for the rest of their lives, right? So this is where we can really dig deep into the challenges that an individual have, whatever that happens to be, whether they're vegetarian or they're gluten-free, or maybe they work crazy hours, maybe they hate to cook, maybe they love to cook, maybe they only eat out. I mean, there's so many different scenarios that we can help someone with. And it's nice to be able to do that and have them sign up for a contract over 3, 6, or 12 months where we could help them over a period of time and counsel them and hold them accountable through this process. So it's a comprehensive nutrition program, right? There's an education piece to it as well. Promotes balanced meals, portion control, with all types of foods the majority of the population enjoys. So that's I really want to make a point of that. It's everyday foods. It's not telling them foods they can't have. It's about let's control the portion sizes of the foods that you enjoy every day. They'll have the confidence and knowledge to make sound choices without hesitation, no matter what the circumstances, because we want to teach them what they need to do as well. We're not just going to hand them a diet and say, here, good luck. We're going to take you through this. We're going to help you by holding you accountable, and so on and so forth. Each customer will be entered into either a 3, 6, or 12-month program, depending on the need of the customer, right? Some people need more support than others, and it kind of depends on how much weight maybe they need to lose. So we've created during those 3, 6, or 12 months a schedule for your food coach to keep them on, an agenda to help them through the process, a curriculum to educate the people, and to follow the support the entire length of the program. That's very important. Each life participant will also receive a free membership to the Balanced Habits recipe site once they're registered into the program for the length of the contract that they're involved in. And that recipe site has 12 new recipes every single month of breakfast, lunch, dinners, snacks, even desserts that are legal on the program. So how often can I offer this program, and who is it for? So the one-on-one life program can be started at any point during the year. It's for new customers just joining or existing customers looking for better results, right? As I spoke about Evie before, she brought this program in and she got 40 of her active members that jumped on board within the first month. They were so excited that they now had this offering to help them with their nutrition. And it's not only a weight loss program. It's also good for customers who need to gain weight. Maybe you have an amateur athlete that needs to put on weight. Performance nutrition has always been one of our specialties. That's typically for an athlete, whatever type of athlete, whether they're a high cardio athlete, like maybe a triathlon, or someone who has does sprint sports, whether it be hockey or whatever their sport happens to be. It can help fitness competitors that need to get to that very low body fat percentage, right? I mean, if I can do that 44 times for myself, I can easily transfer that information to help someone else do that. And then people that just want to learn once and for all what's appropriate for them. Like, how do I feed myself properly? What do I need for my family? How can I take care of those people around me that mean the most to me? So it's a good education piece. And some of the potential return on investment for that. So started with 50 participants because that's an easy sale. Shows you the gross revenue there, the net profit, and certainly the return on investment. We have take it to 125 people. We have clubs that are doing double that. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what's possible with the program. And this is on an average of selling the 6-month program, which is typically around $149 a month for 6 months. So that'll generate $894 over that 6 month, and that's what we base this on. So obviously, if someone signs up for a year, it's more than that, and if they sign up for 3 months, it's less than that. So I just took the average. So case study on the Life program. So here we have Ryan, who is the GM, and he talks about Balanced Habits has provided us the opportunity to deliver an educational, personalized, results-driven program to their members. Club owners, managers, and trainers are all going to benefit from having a system that allows them to work more effectively with their members and clients. And when your members are achieving results from the Balanced Habits program, they're going to stay longer, and they're going to refer their friends. I mean, we know that, right? If somebody has a 40-pound weight loss goal, 6 months down the road, they haven't even put a dent in that. There's a good chance they're going to be very frustrated and maybe looking for other options. However, on the other side, if they have reached that goal, you've just changed their life. You've changed the quality of life. You've changed around people around them, about how they interact with people. They're not going anywhere. And there's a good chance that they're going to refer all the time. So that's exciting. Profit Center number 3, one of my favorites, the Corporate Wellness Program. So there's an opportunity to take the 28-day kickstart and go on site to a large corporation, a hospital, business center, small business employer, anybody that has employees, right? You got city and county employees, fire departments, police departments are always looking to have someone come in and just teach them what's the right way to train, what's the right way to eat for themselves, so that they can be most efficient at their jobs. And the way that works, so you take our 28-day kickstart and use it as an off-site promotion at a business center, at a hospital, corporation, or really, like I said, any location with employees, so that you can take that and run it on their property internally. So again, it's a group format, so you can handle as many employees that they have. It's considered a fat loss program that can scale to any number of employees. And it's an easy sell because you're finally giving them all the tools and resources and know how they need to be successful. Listen, up to this point, it's been very easy for a fitness center to go to a large corporation and say, hey, we can help your corporate wellness by offering an on-site boot camp, or we'll give you corporate packages to come to our center. But since we know that 8 out of 10 people need a nutrition solution, for you to be able to come in and say, we can also offer a nutrition solution to your employees, that's a win-win, because there's not many people that can do that. Certainly can't scale it to any extent. And the way that works is very similar, right? The employees sign up, they get weighed and measured. They all start on the same day. You're introducing it in an orientation, very similar to the one you would do on site. Employees get weighed in once a week at the corporation, excuse me, quick journal check, receive the weekly emails and the weekly materials to help support them continue on the program. There's a final weigh-in and measurement to create that final report that I spoke about earlier, showing the weight loss, inches lost, pounds lost, lean muscle gain, and that plan for that next step. So you're really offering a complete program to come in, and it's short enough term that the employees can get on board and be successful. And what's nice about this one is that you can run it as many times a year as you like and as many locations as you can handle. So this program is offered year-round. And the potential ROI on this is another one that goes through the ceiling. I mean, I took anywhere from 50 to 200 employees, but we know corporations that have 1,000. And honestly, you could handle that. We could help you handle that many people, giving them a program for them to be successful with. So you can see the gross revenue. You can see the ROI is through the ceiling. And then I broke it down one more level to the cost per person, because that's what the corporation is going to want to know. And there's multiple ways of handling that as well, whether the employee pays for part of it or the employer pays for 100% of it. I mean, there's different ways that we talk to the HR person about what's the best way to implement this within their facility. And we help you do that. We give you the tools so that you can go to an HR person, and we give you a sales deck with a lot of this information in it to explain to them how, why, and what you're going to do on their premise in order to help their employees and have hopefully their health costs. One of the case studies is we worked with a large aerospace company here, and the quote is, "Our business was growing through acquisition. We decided to relocate our headquarters to South Orange County. Partnering with Balanced Habits, we sponsored a kickstart for the employees and brought nutrition to the forefront of our health and wellness program. Our employees have gone from donut breaks to fruit breaks, and we've completely revamped the food offerings through our vending machines-based cafeteria, focusing on health and nutrition. To this day, employees still send their thanks for making health and fitness a priority for the company." And they couldn't have done it without the Balanced Habits program. Love that. So again, the 3 profit centers: the group challenges, the kickstart, the one-on-one coaching that you can help someone at any point with any nutrition, and then the off-site challenges. And the potential ROI to have all 3 of those programs at one time, if you look to the right here, obviously it's off the charts. So you need to charge for nutrition. People need to be held accountable. They need to have skin in the game to be successful. We found the right combination to make that happen, and we want to help you service your customers in a way that you can be successful and they can be successful. So let me ask you a question. Are you enjoying this presentation so far? Because I'll tell you what, I think we're checking all the boxes. I think I'm answering some of the questions that maybe you didn't even know to ask, because it is that kind of a beast, nutrition, how to do this. I know you spend a lot of time thinking about it. Maybe you've tried hiring a nutritionist or an RD and have them come in, but if they don't have a product, a tangible product to sell, it's a little bit difficult to just sell consultations, right? Because you end up sitting down and you're talking to a customer who pretty much knows the information you're telling them anyway. Listen, our mothers taught us that we need to eat fruits and vegetables and eat lean meats, right? We know what to do. We just need someone to break it down for us in very simple terms and hold us accountable so that we can have success. And it takes a program to do that. So do you think this could work for you? I mean, it's worked for many of our partners across the country and Canada. As I told you before, over 150 partners at this point, 300 certified food coaches, 175,000 people that we've been able to reach and help through our partners. That's exciting for us. So you'll be thrilled to know that there are 3 tiers coming on board with us. So we understand there's different places and different times in your business to bring something in, different levels for offerings, right? So we have our tier 1, which is basically the Kickstart community event. This is for gyms with maybe fewer staff members, and you want to reach your customers and prospective customers through a fun and supportive nutrition-based community event. In other words, you're reaching out to the community, you have this low barrier price point, it's a great lead magnet to bring people in, spend 28 days with them, show them who you are, the culture of your business, have them sign up and stay. Tier 2 is small to medium-sized gyms looking to really only provide the one-on-one long-term programming to customers who are ready to make more significant investments in their nutrition needs, right? This is the life program that we're talking about, the one that you can sell all day, every day of the year with any nutrition needs that anyone has. Like I said, whether it's weight loss, weight gain, performance nutrition, what have you. And then tier 3 is when you have large gyms that have multiple departments. They want to develop a nutrition department within their facility to provide their customers with a variety of nutritional options and only exclusive rights to sell those programs within a territory. So when you have tier 3, there's a territory that you get with that. So I want to help you get started today so you can take your business to the next level and, of course, beyond. Because once you add this extra solution to your customers, now you've just made yourself more valuable in their life. But it's not for everyone, right? It's not for you if you're a one-man show and you have no staff. Like I'm just going to be honest with you. If you're wearing all the hats, you're already crazy busy. And I don't know that this program is the best way to go for you. If you don't care about your customers actually reaching their goals, like I don't even know why I put that in there, because you are on this video because you do care. You know that this needs to be a priority and you want to know the best way to do that. But it's not for you if you're someone who wants an easy solution without putting in the effort, right? Everything worth doing is worth doing well. It's not for you if you avoid challenges and are okay with knowing what to do rather than actually taking action to create change. Or if you think you've got all the answers and no one can help you, no one can offer value. Or if you want instant gratification, you're not willing to practice patience and enjoy the journey. Now, I talk to business owners all the time. And I made sure in my own business that I took the time to step back, celebrate the small wins, embrace the journey, and enjoy this process, because there's nothing better than to be able to help people and change lives through health and fitness. I mean, it is a great business to be in. And when you can change somebody's lives, you are impacting that person. This is absolutely for you if you want to attract and keep top paying customers that stay for years. That's one of the things that we were very well known for. Our customers stayed for years and years because we were always focused on their goals, always helping them, always being the 100% solution. And when you're doing that and they feel well taken care of, those people stay and they refer like crazy. You want to build a nutrition department that is a thriving profit center from day one. So, I mean, let's admit, shall we? We're in business to make money. Yes, we want to help people, but we can't stay in business unless we're profitable. So to be able to add a completely new profit center is amazing. And for someone to give you all the tools and support to be successful to do that, beyond. The nice thing that I like about Evan is that he understood that. He knew that he couldn't take this on himself. He needed someone to come in and be able to train his staff to offer the Balanced Habits nutrition. So he just turned the whole program over to us. Here's my staff members, certify them, train them, support them, so I can just manage that department and we can just add this profit center and everybody moves forward. And the nice thing is that let's say you lose an employee for whatever reason, we will train the next one in line, or we'll have one already trained up for you based on your needs so that the program doesn't miss a beat, right? You can't have someone leaving with the whole nutrition program and having everything stop dead because everything was relying on one person. So we will train multiple people and we will keep them trained and keep supporting them through the length of the contract. I'll take away the worry about training new staff. So I don't need to reiterate that. I was just talking about that. But it is very important, especially as a GM for Ryan. He understands that. Having multiple food coaches always available to take on that growing business. So what I invite you to do is, I will show you how to get on this free discovery call where we can go over the revenue potential. So I can really show you some of the solid numbers of what your facility is capable of. And here's how to do that. So you click the button below this video to apply. You'll select a time and complete a brief survey that I'll get so we can prepare for your call. And then you'll speak with a partner manager so that we can teach you more about the program and how to add nutrition as that profit center, right? So click below, fill out the form, schedule a call, get on the call. Very simple. 1, 2, 3. So if you decide to join the team, you'll get the exact systems, tools, and resources and coaching were used by fitness businesses across the United States and Canada, right? I mentioned that earlier. All across the country, it works in every different area. I mean, we've got partners in Alaska, we've got a middle of Iowa, we've got them in the busy Manhattan, we've got in Los Angeles. So it doesn't matter how big your community is or how small your community is. Trust me, your clients, your customers, they need that nutrition solution. There's Brady, actually from Canada, from a town of only 1,100 people, and she did over $100,000 in nutrition business in 1 year with only 11,000 people to draw from. So we know there's a need. You fit that bill, and you're going to love it. So you watch this entire presentation. If you want to learn how to turn nutrition into that thriving profit center, right? Get all the tools and resources and know-how you need in order to offer this thriving profit center. Take advantage of the free discovery and revenue potential call. Now, you have two choices. You can do nothing. Don't take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free. Or you can make that small investment in time today by speaking with a Balanced Habits coach so we can show you how you can grow this nutrition department within your facility. Don't let this happen to you, right? Continue to struggle without a solution or system to give members what they want and what they need to get results. We're all about results. You want to be that transformation center. You want to be known for, hey, if you need to lose weight, if you need to feel better, if you need to become more fit, go to X Fitness Center. They've got all the tools for you. And you want to, if you're unable to differentiate your business in the marketplace, hey, let's be honest, the fitness industry is blowing up. There's boutique studios and small gyms and large gyms opening up everywhere in every city. So how do you differentiate yourself? What is your unique selling position? Well, if you start offering nutrition, I guarantee you there's a very good chance that they don't. And that's what you can be known for. And that's a great way to differentiate your business. And stop losing additional revenue and customers because you can't fill their needs. Again, here's how the process works. Click on the video and apply, right? Click on the button underneath. Select a time and complete the brief survey so that we can speak to you and I can teach you more about the program and how to add the Nutrition Profit Center. Okay, that is the end of our call, and I appreciate you being on this call with me today, and I hope to see you on the other side. Thank you.